In this video, I'm going to be covering what $750,000 buys you in Abbotsford compared to Mission and Chilliwack. In the Fraser Valley, the price tag stretches very differently depending on the city. I'm Dilpreet. I'm your Abbotsford relocation specialist. I grew up here, I live here, and I help make people's move to the valley as smooth as possible. Today, I'll break down exactly what $750,000 gets you in each one of these three communities so you know where your money is going to go the furthest. So starting with Abbotsford, for around $750,000, you're typically going to be looking at a townhome. 3 bedrooms, 2 or 3 bathrooms, usually between 1,400 and 1,700 square feet. And in East Abbotsford, actually, there's some good deals going on. I don't know if you'd call them deals, but they're older homes that you could buy, older detached homes around 40 to 50 years old, most likely ranchers, not that big, but you can get some right now for $750,000. Okay, so I'd like to show you a property in Abbotsford, what you would be able to get for around $750,000. I'm going to show you a property for Abbotsford, Mission, and Chilliwack. Not exactly $750,000, but around the ballpark. In Abbotsford for around $750,000. Here, 4 bed, 4 bath, around 1,650 square feet. This is a strata because it's a townhome. 11 years old. Blah, 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 comes with everything. The strata is about $300 a month. Take a look at some of the pictures. So we can see from the outside, building looks pretty good. It's actually in pretty good shape. And on the inside looks great. This is a beautiful building on the inside. It's definitely renovated, up to date. Looks good, in very good shape. I really like the color they've chosen. Could use a little bit of work in some areas, but what you're getting for $750,000, you get patio, you get some yard space, even. A shared playground. Again, this is what we're looking for. Floor plan. Got 3 floors with a garage, parking on the outside for $750,000 in Abbotsford. Now let's talk about Mission. Mission gives you a little more breathing room. At $750,000, you can often find detached homes from the 70s or 80s, usually 3 or 4 bedrooms, sitting on a larger lot. Some have basement suites, which can be a mortgage helper. But the trade-off is that while you might get more house, you'll likely need to budget for renovations. Many of these homes haven't been updated for years. Okay, now we come over to Mission. This has been reduced from 700, so getting closer to 750K. I'd expect it's going to sell for around there or lower. This is a detached home. We got 3 bed, 1 bath, 1,008 square feet, so definitely not as much space in this one, but it is a detached home, right? We were looking at a townhouse in Abbotsford for around the same price here. You get it's a property that you're buying. You're buying the land. 7,000 square feet, quite a bit older of a building. You wouldn't be paying strata. How it's looking, it could definitely use a bit more work. But again, you get your own property. So if you don't want a townhome for the same price, you can get into Mission, definitely older property, but have home. Some people don't want to live in a townhome. They don't want a condo. They want their own space. And this gives you that own space. It gives you your own property, especially if you have a dog. Let it out free in the backyard. This is perfect in comparison to the picture. So see, this is just a rancher. I'm sure there's other buildings in Abbotsford which you could buy, which may be a bit older, a 2-story for around the same price. But here you're getting a good sized lot in that it was around 7,000. That's what you get for around $750,000 in Mission. Now lastly, Chilliwack. When it comes to Chilliwack, $750,000 gets you the most bang for your buck. Detached homes are common at this price point, usually 3 to 5 bedrooms, sometimes with updated kitchens and finished basements. You'll see larger yards compared to Abbotsford or Mission, and if you go a bit outside of the city center, mountain views are pretty standard. We get to Chilliwack. This is 777,000, so again, a bit above price ranges we were looking at. So take that into consideration, but that extra 10,000 not gonna that's not gonna make a big difference. But we're getting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 2,100, almost 2,700 square feet. So a big difference compared to Abbotsford and Mission. Property tax here, there is a strata as well. Doesn't list strata fees. 2004, so about 20 years old. That's a difference, but see, this looks good from the outside. And a little bit of potential updating on the inside. Definitely been painted. Trim has been changed. Looks pretty good, but look at the view getting from your family room. That's the thing with Chilliwack there. For the same price, you can get spectacular views. Something you're into. Yeah, this is what you're going to be getting, which is phenomenal. But at least with this property, you don't get a lot of yard space. In other places in Chilliwack, you might not have the view, but so here's the breakdown. $750K in Abbotsford usually means a townhome. In Mission, you're getting an older detached home. And in Chilliwack, it's often a larger detached with a yard. And it's not going to be significantly larger. Each city has its own personality. Abbotsford is kind of balanced in this, is balanced and more central. Mission gives you a lot of size and potential, while Chilliwack is all about maximizing space and views. If you're thinking about moving to Abbotsford or the Fraser Valley and you want to match your budget with the right lifestyle, reach out to me directly. My info is below and I'd love to help.